Right. So what do we think that is then? What are we thinking? Move that out the way. Let's make it a little bit smaller. Try brightening it up. I know. I did do something in Canva. And I had a good go at it. Just give me a second, I'll get the Canva image now. That's better. All the way down there. Let's have a look. I'm just looking for the original image. There. Right, we're gonna bang this into Canva now. And I'm gonna apply a few filters to it. Go. Let's download this. Stand by, everybody. Stand by. Right. This might be a bit easier to look at. What are we thinking? That should be a bit better. He wouldn't even confirm it was a ship. It could be like a deep space mining platform. That's what I was thinking. But say it's a tank. If they're thrusters, they're VTOL thrusters. What's there that gives me a little bit of reason to think, what is it, right? Why a scorpion? Yes, they're cool and all the rest of it, but why a scorpion? Exactly, it's another pod thing right at the back. This interesting, isn't it? Right? Isn't it interesting? It's like, well, okay, what is it? Is it a Panther CLipper? Is it not the Panther CLipper? Is it a boa? Is it something completely different? Although I don't know what other ship would look like that, do you? It does look like a landing strut. It might. That might be the front of the ship. That might be the cockpit. That looks like some sort of a thruster vent. Type 9 heavy thick, Alan Forbes. Well, it could be, couldn't it? It could well be. I don't know. I thought, oh, like everybody else, I thought, right, yeah, Panther CLipper. But now, I'm not entirely sure that's what it is. You know what I mean? I'm not entirely sure that's what it is. I really don't know. It could be. But you know, you have a damn good look at it. And, if it isn't, they've dropped a hell of a clanger. Because everybody wants one. Think about it this way. You've released this meta gameplay, system colonization. And then you give people a beaky-nosed pirate ship. And everyone's gone, yep. Because it wasn't exactly what you call a release to fanfare, was it? In my opinion, it wasn't. But with this, everyone's got like, ooh, what could it be? Ooh, right? Yeah. If anything says large hauling ship, I would suppose it would be this. I don't know, I think it does. But this is scheduled to be released around the time when Vanguard is released, right? Could it be a mobile operating base? Landing strut for a carrier? Ooh, now we're talking, mighty Agoo. Saibi, hello. Hang on, you can't see that, can you? I'll give you an 07. Yeah, the Scorpion's there. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if you look at the scale of the people to the ship, it's a big unit, isn't it? Could be terraforming equipment. The ship comes and then terraforming comes on towards the end of the year. Ooh, now we're talking. Could be, couldn't it? So you build a colony on a planet, then out they come with their own version of the Genesis device. And away it goes. Who knows? It could be, couldn't it? That refinery contact could be the reason why it's there. Right? It could be. Right? Because we've all gone, refinery contact. Yeah, not going to use that, Chief. But you turn up now with 2,000 tons of whatever mineral you've got being carried around in that thing. That could make it a compelling reason, couldn't it? Sit there, find a deposit on the planet, scoop it up. Pure minerals. And protect your minerals, they've put a Scorpion there. What do you think? Could be, couldn't it? I mean, if it is a Panther CLipper, then that just means the Elite Dangerous Galaxy is going to explode. Bavonyat 07. Happy Sunday, and thanks for your follow. I appreciate that. Well, if it has 4 of those legs, even if it has 2 of those legs, then how's it gonna balance? So you'd imagine. To me, I think I'm looking at the back of it. Yeah, that could be like that suction thing on a sandcrawler, where it scooped up R2-D2 in a new O. Couldn't it? There is one right at the back there. But how's the entire ship supported? And it looks like that goes up and down, because that looks like that rotating hinge, like what we have on the Type 9, Type 8. I think if we're all saying Panther CLipper, right? I bet you it isn't. I bet you it isn't. You need something between a base and a ship. Couldn't it be? It does look like it rotates. Yeah. Rotates and goes up and down. That looks like a big hinge, right? Up by here. Chieftain style legs. Chieftain Mark II, baby. Well, Commander Isa 07. That could well be something, couldn't it? Awestruck, exactly. Now, see, the meta of the gameplay of colonization, everyone's going, oh, it takes me bloody ages, right? And then they'll give people a ship like that, and then you're gonna have ships like this, if they're cargo ones, moving like the Billio. Like, if that's a landing strut, it's each one of those, and you assume that there's 4 pods. Each one of those there. Let's have a mess about, shall we? Let's have a little bit of a mess about and a bit of speculation. Is it? I think we shall have a bit of speculation. Right. Okay then. We're going to go a bit off piste here. One moment, callers. We're going to screen capture. And we're going to screen capture... I'm not entirely sure I'm screen capturing anything at this stage. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Aha! Right then. Right then. We got paint on the go. Look at this. Right. Don't laugh at my drawing skills. Right. Because it's not fair. So what we're going to do is, what do we think it is, eh? Right, so let's just zoomers. Right then, so straight off the bat, let's get a little pen. So we got 2 Herberts down here, right? Let's use a nice red pen and what have you. Right, so we got 2 Herberts down there. That's great. See them? Right, lovely. This here, bet you all wonder what I was going to draw then. That looks like that rotates that way. Right? So all that goes up, that'll rotate that way, and then that'll lift. I don't know, has anyone said it's a high capacity medium? No one's mentioned this. Unless they've been tipped off at their Burcon of what it's going to be a high capacity medium. Well then, you got the Type 8 for that. Who knows? So I reckon, you know, and it looks like these rotate. So rotate that way. So you've got 1, 2, 3. And if you look in the distance, you can just make out the same ones there, look. So is this a cockpit? And is one of those over there? Or is that like some sort of an engine bay? I think it's a large ship, you know. So we got the Scorpion by here, look. But if we scroll down, if I zoomers, I'm zoomering. Look. Is that a landing strut there? What white thing's you reckon that's the comms dish? No. This. Because I reckon there's one there. And then one there, see? It's hidden by the smog of doom. And I reckon there's one over there. Who knows? It's got to be a VTOL, isn't it? It's got to be. When you think about it. Well, it's on the ground, exactly. It's on the ground. That could just be like Millennium Falcon guff coming out of the landing pods, if you know what I mean. See what I mean? Got like little jets there and there. Could be. And you got these flappy things over here, look. Everyone loves a bit of a flappy thing. Then we've got puddle lights here. Puddle lights there. But what's got me is this thing. Why a scorpion? You know, why a scorpion? I don't know. Daredevil 07. Hope you're doing alright today. Thanks for your follow. It is a 2-man SRV. Great. So is it a ship? Why is the SRV there? Has it been placed on a planet and they've just rolled up in an SRV to, I don't know, pinch its mobile mineralness? Exactly. Why is it on a dirt surface? Does it say that it's already in production and it's on the ground? Terraforming could be the way. I mean, there's the ground right here. I mean, we've lightened this image up quite a bit as well, right? But I think this, definitely, that spins around like that to land, right? Like I've got here, that goes up. And then they will go up. I think those are landing struts. Well, the summer thing is Vanguard, isn't it? Shadow of the Eye. There's going to be an update, and then there's going to be this. So, it is interesting. It's like, what we got over here? Just bits of the hull, I think. But that looks like to be the top of the ship. Like a sort of a crab. Yeah, well, the new feature they announced is Vanguards, and that's coming in the summer. Then the new feature is winter. If you've watched my video, you'll see a very cunningly prepared roadmap. Like and subscribe. If that's the landing gear, what's the grey ramp? What? What's wrong about grey ramp? What are we talking about? That's the landing gear. What grey ramp are we talking about now? Above the people. What, this? Dunno, that looks like... That looks complex, like it's some sort of... Same thing as that, isn't it? Right? But you're on about... That looks like the back of the ship. Yeah, you mean that they're the hind leg of a chieftain. Surely it can't be a chieftain Mark II. Come on. Yeah, so you're saying the ship is this way. We're just seeing one corner. But that certainly looks higher than that, doesn't it? That looks like it folds up, and it could even fold up and scoop in into this cavity here. Let's start again, shall we? Where are we? Here we are. So what we're saying is, perhaps this comes around. I want to get me yellow out. This comes around. Yellow. Oh, why isn't the yellow working? Come on. Shoot, let's get it. Right. Okay. What if then... What if then... This kind of rotates that way. This goes up into that crevice and that rises. So it kind of goes and then moves up. That could get it through a mail slot, couldn't it? Yeah, exactly. So you've got the one over there. Yeah, it's a weird one. We definitely think those are legs. And there's 4 per strut. Yeah, but Commander Tailspinner, does it have to fit on a medium pad? What if it sort of like did... What if it did... What if the ship was like this? Right? And those legs came down like that. Right? So if that is your medium pad, then this would go up there, that would go up, and perhaps it would all go that way. And then you've got your medium pad. Well, that's it. I thought they said that's it for the medium ships. Well, we know it ain't going to be a small, is it? Philbo, how's it going? You know, this is the thing, isn't it? They did. It's exact words. The Corsair now rounds out the mediums. That's exactly what he said. So that could be it. Let's have a look. What can we do here? Tools. No. It's been a long time since I've done this, especially with paint. You can't do much with paint. Yeah, I reckon that's it, right? Those will turn round that way. That'll go up, and then it'll go in that way. Well, even if it's carrier to carrier, right? They haven't got any huge pads, have they? Only got large. So you're talking about docking alongside one, if that's the case. And then you've got... You see that there? But then if you look out, we zoom out... That's the ship there. It seems to be sitting prouder. Maybe it's got a saucer section. Maybe it has. Maybe it's a bit like that ship from... What was the Alien film with Charlize Theron in it? Because that sort of like squatted down, didn't it? You know the one I mean? I think that's one side of one landing strip. Excuse me. That's what I think that is. Prometheus. There you are, Alan Forbes. Rico, hello. Yeah, you see this? That looks like it's locked in place there with that. You've got this. So then, if that goes around that way then, right, because it's currently there, that means that would go up. And I reckon potentially that way. Yeah, the Mandy's got a VTOL on it. I ran this through AI. Through Sora. And it went VTOL thruster. That's what that is. I was like, okay. And there's the other aspect of the ship there. And you've got the same thing as that then there. Strange one, isn't it? Can you get 6.5 billion in 6 to 8 hours? I don't know, can you? Possibly if you really don't sleep and get on the caffeine. SRDM 07. Draxter, hello. Well, it's only Wednesday, isn't it? Right? It's only Wednesday. I'm a bit dubious to say anything else about Panther Clippers, because there might not be a Panther Clipper. Do you know what I mean? It might not.